Hi folks, I'm on my way to the Crozet Arts and Crafts Festival. Right now I'm stopped at a Walmart. When I'm traveling I use Walmart heavily. They've usually got clean restrooms and they've always got some sort of a little deli place where you can get those little packages of mayonnaise and ketchup. And you can buy a single or a double, loaf of a little piece of bread, and you get a little bit of sandwich meat. You can make a sandwich you can go in there, buy just enough stuff for a sandwich, and you're done. I needed some milk. The plastic bottles that are, I don't know what size they are, but they're about this much too tall for my refrigerator. So I have to get a little bit smaller bottle than I normally buy for my home use. But it gives me milk whenever I'm traveling and for my breakfast. Crozet's not too far. Crozet's for me a little over an hour's drive. Setup is at 10 o'clock and I've got plenty of time. I need to be there at the beginning of setup. It's Friday and this thing doesn't start until tomorrow. But I use my trailer instead of the white 10 by 10 tent. Using the trailer, I get away with doing that lots of times because I do demonstrations. And by demonstration, I just bring my tools with me and work on silver while I'm there. And it works out. Hammering on a piece of silver it'll bring people's attention, So it helps me and it helps the festival too, because then they can advertise that they have people doing demonstrations. And so I get a little bit of tolerance for my trailer. Actually, probably a lot of tolerance, because it's hard to position my trailer in where they normally put tents. So quite frequently they have to put me someplace else. But I've learned it's a good idea to be there early and be one of the first people setting up. And that way I can maneuver my trailer with my truck, and then I'll take my truck someplace else and park it elsewhere. I will be camping this evening and tomorrow evening. I've got everything I need. I've got solar on my trailer and on my truck, so I've got electrical power for running my little silversmithing shop, and I've got electrical power to watch movies in the evening and to run my electric blanket because it's a little cool. Anyway, I'm going to get on the road again. Bye bye. Okay, this is my spot right here. There's my trailer and there's the pavilion. There'll be people in there. And then most of the people are over there in that field, but they're not here yet. And I'm going to go ahead and set up my trailer and start work. No reason not to work while I'm here. There's folks over there setting up, and you can't see the vendors here now because there are trucks here unloading and that sort of thing. There's one food booth there. It doesn't take me very long to set up. It's not that I'm really quick, but my setup is very quick and easy. Even to the point that I'm sort of set up now and I'll take it down. Let's see, there's my jewelry bench right there. And then I haven't got out my welder yet, but that's where my toolboxes. There's another toolbox, hat, and that sort of thing. I'll step around so you can see a little better. Yeah, that's my little silversmithing bench. And that's my little workshop space, and then Tomorrow I'll put a tablecloth on that table and put out my jewelry. But there's sterling silver. And then there's my sign. But it's supposed to rain tonight, so I'm not going to leave any of this out. Of course, I wouldn't leave my tools out anyway. But this is the day before, and I'm making bracelets. I made one bracelet for a lady that she asked me to make her a specific thing, and I made that while I was waiting. I'm done for the day. I was building a bracelet. It takes a full day to build this bracelet, and it was about half done, and so I sat there. It was hot. Everybody was sitting up, and I'm sitting there working. But I'm done now, and I've cooked my dinner. It's very simple. It's just a couple of, I forget the name of them. They're hot dogs. Hebrew National. A couple of Hebrew National hot dogs and a little bitty can of pork and beans in my little 6-inch skillet. And they're too hot now. But I've got an addition to my truck that I think is pretty cool. It's a Kelty tarp thing. I forget the name of it, but I want to show it to you. It's special for hooking up to this sort of thing. See, it lays on top of the truck and basically seals it up pretty good. And then there's a strap on each side that ties onto your wheel, and then it stakes out. I didn't use stakes, I've just got a sandbag there. But that's what it looks like. And it gives you quite a bit of room inside. There's my chair. There's my stove. And my dinner's over yonder. And there's my cab sauv. But it's roomy. Yeah. As it's right now, I'd say I've got I'd say it's about 7 foot tall, so I got plenty of headroom, and it means I can leave the back of my truck open, which that'll help a lot. Now, it doesn't do anything for the bugs, but I've got a little lantern in there that I can, I don't know, it's a citronella candle. It's that thing in Walmart. Walmart sells I think it's a Coleman product. Oh, there it is. Let me show you this, 'cause I think it's going to work okay. And it's supposed to last for 40 hours, right there. I haven't lit it yet. I don't know if I'll need to. It's supposed to be kind of rainy tonight, and tomorrow it's supposed to rain off and on a lot. Quite a bit anyway. One of the other vendors said the people here come out in the rain anyway, so, you know, I'm fine. It rained a little bit, and I didn't even put my welder away because I was under the awning of my jewelry trailer, and it worked out all right. Anyway, this is the first day. It's a setup day, and setup day is usually slow. Oh my, some people work so hard at setup. Some of these people were setting up for a couple of hours. Just takes me a few minutes to set up. I don't do that tent anymore. That helps a lot because I don't have to carry anything. All I'm going to do is park my trailer and then move my truck. In some places I don't even have to move my truck. I can just leave it hooked up. But if I park my trailer there, I've got not a complete studio, but I've got pretty close. I'll be going to Missouri in the fall, and I will be one of the, I don't know what they call them, guest craftsmen or something, at Silver Dollar City for the month of October. Or that's what it looks like anyway, so I want to take as much gear as I can. I'll probably take a rolling mill then, because if I'm going to be working for a month, I'm going to need that rolling mill. I don't normally, it's what I use. I use that rolling mill. I've got it mounted on a little table on a tool stand. I use it fairly often, but I also use that tool stand and platform that holds the rolling mill as my nightstand. It works really well to hold a glass of Cab Sauv and whatever else you feel like putting on it, and having a nice little handy place when it's bedtime. But anyway, I don't know when it's supposed to start raining again, but I need to finish my dinner and clean things up. It's going to be a good day. I had a pleasant day today. I worked on that bracelet all day long. Well, all afternoon. It only takes me about 15 minutes or so to deploy the awning, put out my tables, and set up my welder and my silversmithing bench. And so I had lots of time to work today, and I stayed busy. I think I was probably the only one there that was actually crafting, or whatever you want to call it. Everybody else was doing a setup, but mine's so easy. I just put it together and then go. Anyway, I'm in a basketball court, an outdoor basketball court now, and I'll show you what it looks like. That's obviously a vendor there that's doing it full time. There's somebody else over there in a Class B, I guess. That's a travel trailer. This young lady next to me is in a big Dodge van. There's somebody in an SUV with a trailer. I guess I see an air conditioner on that cargo trailer, so they must be inside. There was somebody here last year that was in one of those SUVs, or no, a cargo trailer. So, I don't know. Maybe they're the same people. I may have to check it out later. Good morning, folks. It's Saturday morning now, and I got up at 6. I'm not sure what time it is. Festival doesn't start until 10. They're going to have coffee and pastry for vendors for the breakfast. I should stay away from the pastries, or at least as much as I would want for a breakfast, so I'm going to fix my own. I wanted to show you a couple of things on my cooking. I'm not going to bore you with showing how to fry an egg, but I've got a couple little things here that might help you. This is my 6-inch skillet, or 6.5. It's good for one person. But this handle right here, it's got a pin through it. It fits this Lodge cast iron lid perfectly. That came off of a pokey pot. I have never seen these things for sale, but if somebody would make them and market them, they'd work well. Now this is my little gas one stove, and it's small. I got it because it's small. But this top doesn't. This is my little Stanley. See, it's not very stable. I got a little trivet. The trivet fits on there nicely. And there you go. It's stable. But the handle is really good. I use it at home all the time. And this little trivet makes a difference. Now, you have to let it cool down before you put it away. So it's not can't get in a big hurry. But I'll be fixing breakfast in a few minutes. This thing here worked pretty well. I like it. I left my back window open. I closed the tailgate just to show that I closed it and locked the door. Locked all the doors. And that locks the tailgate. But I left this open, and I was quite comfortable last night. I liked having it open. The fresh air, It was just nice, although I didn't sleep very well. I had a little bit of a catastrophe last night. It must have happened fairly early in the morning, but I have carpeting. I have lots of carpets, small carpets. One's fairly long, but towards the back I have little carpets, and I can take them out and just shake them. Well, I had a cheap plastic water jug, you know, the 1 gallon kind, the kind that you can just fold up like that and smash when you're done with them, throw them out into the ocean. It got a hole in it, and it leaked water over my floor. Fortunately, I only got on the first carpet, and I've got to throw them down on the ground now to dry out. But that, if it had continued, I would have had all my carpet wet, and I would have got out of bed this morning and put my feet down in wetness, and that wouldn't have been fun at all. Lots of birds here. There's a catbird over there. Yesterday I finished making another one of these bracelets. I should make some earrings. I ran a couple of strips of metal through my rolling mill. I'll make a couple of earrings, maybe 3 or 4 pair. I've got another bracelet to make. Just depends what's going on today. It's supposed to be rainy, but not as bad as they predicted. In fact, I know of one event that canceled, or well, didn't cancel, they rescheduled because of the expected rain. One close to home. But I just checked my app, and it doesn't look like it's going to rain very much, maybe an occasional shower. So I don't think it's going to impact the festival very much, which is a good thing, because there's a lot of vendors here that rely on these festivals as their only income. It's not entirely my only income, but it's getting pretty close. Actually, right now it is my only income, but I'm married. My wife's got a check now, so she teaches school. So she doesn't make a whole lot of money. She teaches school in a private military school, so they pay even less. It's very overcast today, and I'm really liking this Kelty Overlander or something like that. They make 2 like this, and this is the smaller one. I think it fits my needs better than the bigger one. The bigger one, it's too much. I'm backed up at the edge of a parking lot, and there's a ditch right behind me. Not too bad of a ditch, just a little bit. But I wouldn't want this extended much further, because then I'd need a lot bigger footprint. But anyway, I would turn you around and show you into my living space, but it's my bedroom, and it's kind of messy right now. It's also my kitchen, and little evening workspace, and whatever else you want to call it. But it's messy right now, so I'm not going to show you. I think I'll finish my coffee and fix breakfast. And I don't want to show up over there too early, because it's going to be a long day. It will be good. It'll be a good day. But I don't want to show up too much early. I'll go over there when they've got the pastries, because I'll have a small pastry, and I'll certainly have some more coffee. There's a person right over there in a... I've got the young lady in this Ram van, and she's towing a cargo trailer. And I'm sure the cargo trailer, she just carries her stuff in it, because this is a big Dodge Ram van, and she's going to convert it over to be an RV. There's an SUV behind her, and they are towing about a 6 by 10 enclosed cargo trailer, and it's got a ramp on the back, that kind of door, which I hate those things. I've got barn doors on mine. And they've got a side door with windows in it, and they have a hole cut in the front to stick an air conditioner, and they had a generator running all night. There's no windows in the thing, other than in the door. I wouldn't like that. I'd need a window. But I don't know why they would need the generator running all night, unless I guess they don't have any solar at all. I prefer solar. You just don't need that much power when it's comfortable outside. Oh, whatever. That's the generator you can probably hear running. Anyway, I'll be back later. Morning, folks. It's Sunday, and it's just about to open. Saturday was rainy, so I didn't bring out my welder. I had my welder out, but I didn't bring a camera out, because I didn't want to worry about the camera and when I'm trying to save my welder. Anyway, here's my setup. I'm in my trailer under an awning, and there's my silversmithing bench. There's my welder. Got drawers down there. There's more tools and supplies. The little Jackery 300. Sterling silver. There's chain, rings and earrings and such like that. Got my trademark over there. I've actually had a couple of people inquire about that. Had somebody walk up I needed to deal with. I get inquiries about the trademark, and I've had trademark people come up and kind of challenge me. They didn't get ugly about it, but they wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing when it comes to marking purity. I don't know what they do with other people, whether they fuss at them or not. They didn't fuss at me, but they wanted to make sure I knew the rules, and I do, so everything's good. But that's why I post that trademark. I also post a copy of the U.S. code that shows what the rules are, so yes, I do know what it is, and how marking purity and marking a trademark, that sort of thing. I know how that works. Anyway, it's fixing to start here, so I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'm down where the food trucks are. That guy's got a cool pizza oven in the side of his trailer. Anyway, that's it.